Yeah, I'm so sorry for that. So that was my journey. It was not very smooth. So if we think that, if we learn healing, or if we start walking the path of a healer, it would be a smooth path, our life will be fixed. That is not that is not something that should be expected in this path. All your wounded selves will start showing up. All your ugly shadow selves will also start showing up. So I'm not trying to scare you guys, but showing you the reality, or my personal experience, how it went for me. So yeah, I'll share more about it in the coming slides. If you have, if in between, if you have any questions, you can feel free to write. I will share my first experience with Reiki, like when I got attuned, how it worked for me, and all of those things. If you have any questions around that. Now, quickly, just sharing the uh, what is the schedule for our webinar today. So we'll just quickly start with what is Reiki. We'll be understanding the chakra systems and how various diseases are rooted in different a different chakra, where they're coming from. So you'll get an idea. Okay, I have this sickness, this illness, this pain. It is coming from this chakra, and you will have a little ground information of where you can start looking into. So we'll cover that. Then my personal journey with energy healing, I have shared you briefly already, and if something else comes up, wanted to be shared with the group, I will share. Then some of you are just curious, some of you might want to heal yourself, and some of you might want to do it for other people, take it as a professional. So I will share with you all the three ways, and even if you don't choose, that's your path. It's right now, we are becoming aware of our own our own path. There's no rush. I'm not here to tell you that this is the only thing that you have to do, but uh, choice comes from awareness. So when you become aware that these are my choices, maybe now, maybe later, maybe with me, maybe with someone else, you will get an awareness that this is something that that if I want, I would like to choose it now or later. So then we'll have a quick meditation where we'll activate that memory where you were a healer. Maybe you forgot it because of XYZ reason. And since you are here, and if you would be attending that meditation, that means that a part of you is ready to remember the healer within. Then I'll just share a brief overview about what we cover in Reiki Level 1 and Level 2 courses that I will be conducting next month, starting Jan. It will be a 6 months program, so all details will be shared. Then, if you have any questions, we will discuss all of those questions that might come because of so much of information. And then we'll end the session with a heart chakra Reiki. So, are you excited? If anything is coming up, any questions, any doubts, any feelings, emotions, feel free to keep writing in the comments. I will be reading the comments. I've disabled the, enabling yourself to unmute yourself so that the recording is, smooth. That is only the reason. Please don't mind it. I would be reading the comments. Feel free to write. So let's not make it a boring lecture kind of a webinar. Let's interact. If you have any questions, if you have any feelings coming up, if we share with all of us, so it'll be great to interact with you all, know you all through your feelings, through your, whatever is coming up. Otherwise, it's just I'm saying a monologue. Come on, guys, come on, open up. This is your space. This is, see, as I told you in the starting, so this is not me giving something. It's just me becoming a medium where which you are using to remember something in yourself. So um yeah, just sharing that makes me, feel connect to you, when I see that, okay, something is sitting well with you, I feel you also inside of me. So yeah, so this is just wanted to share. This is not just my session. It's like it's a call that you made that is getting answered through me. So, okay, let's get into Reiki. What is Reiki? Yes. So yeah, we will be discussing about that in when we discuss about level 1 and level 2, that it is through hands, and then hands are also just one way, not the only way. So now, what is Reiki? Like, it's a strange word, right? It's a Japanese word. So there is a person called Mikao Usui, who is the founder of this healing modality. So we have to understand that this is a system. Reiki is already present, the energy is already present, but a system was created so that there's a format how we can channel that energy and use it for the benefit of so-called for humanity, right? It is not sometimes we get very religious about things, so it is not based on any religion. Energy is everywhere. Even right now, we access Wi-Fi. Do we see it? We don't see it. So a system was created. So Wi-Fi is that system, through devices, through programming, so all those things, so that we can access that energy. So similarly, Reiki is right now even present in your rooms, in your house, but right now you are not aware that how do I channel it. That's all. So when we learn Reiki, we just learn that system, that how can I channel that universal energy that is already around me, that is already flowing through me. But when I set an intention, right, at that time we can feel its power, because now we are giving attention to something. Like, this is something very important. When we watch something which is very violent, what kind of emotions get created inside of us? Maybe fear, maybe anger, maybe we get so involved in what we are seeing that we also start creating those emotions inside us. Why? Because your intention created those reactions inside of you. Similarly, when you put in your intention that yes, I am channeling that healing energy, I am healing myself or someone else or a situation or just earth. So your intention amplifies that energy. We all exist as amplifiers of that. We are just channelers of that. So what does this word Reiki means? Re means universal. So that means it's already existing, it's in the whole universe. And Ki means life force energy. So universal life force energy, that is it. That is what Reiki means. Different levels were created so that you learn step by step. It's not that um, uh, sometimes we see it as that I have to do this and that. It is just created so that when we are learning something for the first time, we get acquainted to it. So like when we learn Reiki level 1, we practice it for 21 days, and then we move on to that is something mandatory in the system that was introduced, that you need to practice that so that it becomes part of your energy. It becomes part, there's a muscle memory. You can say you remember it. Okay, these are the points. This is how I have to heal. So there is that's what I was trying to say, that it's just a system that's developed. So there are different modalities which work on the same principle of channeling the healing energy. Like I learned Lama Fera as well. Some people learn pranic healing. So energy is same, but different modalities are different systems, how they channel it. Then this energy. So we have learned in science lectures that everything is energy. Now, what does that mean? This laptop that I'm using is ultimately made up of atoms. electrons, protons, neutrons. So everything ultimately breaks down to, being, atomic, subatomic. Even our emotions on some level, you might see it is not physical, but it is carrying certain charge, certain energy. So when everything is energy, your physical is energy, your mental, emotional, everything is energy, then an energy healing modality like Reiki can help you balance that energy. Why do we need balance? Because uh, you know there was a time, like, we are right now in Kali Yuga and all of those things. There was a time where we were all in balance. We were living with the nature, and now since we are so disconnected, um, we and what is the how do you see it? You are not emotionally stable, you have some diseases, maybe even the finances and relationships are also, relationship problems are also due to some energy balance in your system, energy balance of how you relate to other people. So Reiki can help you with healing your relationships as well. It is not just, you need to heal your physical body, that's when you use it. You use it for your business, you can use it for land, animals, earth, right? So anything you can use this energy to heal. Like, so it's an intelligent energy that works for the highest good of all. So sometimes, people come to me with these questions when they're in a very fearful state, that, what if someone use it for negative, right? So see, we have to understand that, the density of emotions. So, when we are operating from love, when we are operating from unconditional flow of that energy for the highest good, it can never do harm. So, if I use this energy that, maybe he or she should be harmed, the energy will stop flowing through me. And if I continuously do that, the Reiki will stop flowing through me. So it can never happen. It just passes through you when you are in that, when you are that channel of passing on the pure good energy, right? Um, and even if when you continuously practice practice self Reiki, so when you learn these healing modalities, you can practice it on yourself, you can do daily healing. So when you cleanse your energy daily, even if someone is trying to do something bad onto you, it will not affect you. So it is like also a guard, right? So uh, and it happens with practice, right? You will learn level 1, level 2, but even so, in my personal case, I had sometimes we don't believe all these things. So from my personal experience, it just changed me how energy was flowing through my whole body. Of course, like someone said, Purnima said, energy flows through hands. So in the first level, we of course open our hand channels. So when I okay, I think I will share a little bit. So when I learned Reiki, I didn't knew that someone will attune me. It's a very interesting story, and we all might stumble upon different stories for ourselves in our lives, because that's how I think life pulls you if you resist it. I was not resisting, so I am actually I was very logical person, but I also believed in you know magic. But when I knew about energy healing, because I took pranic healing sessions for my mom. So when I just saw a Facebook event called Reiki, and it was written energy healing and all of those things. I thought, it's a session, it would be conversation, information would be shared, something like at that time. So this is in 15 or start of 16. So at that time, online webinars were not that famous. So it was a place I had to travel to. So I thought, it will be information. I registered, I went there. And in the end, she was like, no, not in the end, like in between, she was my Reiki teacher was like, now we'll do attunement. I didn't even knew the word, what is attunement? And she attuned me. So we went through the whole process. And since everything was new for me, I didn't practice it when I came. So that's what, so it's a, it is recommended that after you learn, you practice it for 21 days so that, energy starts flowing through you. You do self healing. But I didn't do because I didn't plan on becoming a healer. So I had become a level one healer at that time. But I didn't practice. And so I started feeling, energy flowing through me, energy flowing through my hand. And I was like, this is something. And I initially didn't realize it is happening because of Reiki. I thought I have to see a doctor because I felt something is, continuously flowing through my hands and all of those things. So I called her up. Like, I was like, all these things are going, what's going on? If, you can help me here. And she was like, you need to practice. It will help. Like, the energy is flowing through you, but you are not allowing. So it's, just asking for your attention. And then I practiced it, and then I was okay in a couple of days. So, so I was something, it was something very new for me, something that had never happened with me. And I'm sharing it so that, so that we understand that, it, and it can be different for different people. Sometimes it might not happen for you that way. So, maybe you start practicing, and even I know some people who don't practice and practice after months. Um, they are okay with it. So I'm just sharing this is how I happened, because, and then I kept learning. After a few months, I learned Reiki level 2. So yeah, we'll discuss more about level 1 and level 2 later. Yeah. So now we'll discuss about the different chakras that we have, and how each chakra is related to a specific area of our life, and how they ultimately, relate to your emotional well-being, physical well-being means all the discomforts and diseases that we ultimately, see in our lives. Though there are more chakras, we will only be discussing about 7 main chakras right now. And even in the class, when we learn Reiki, this will be shared in more details, but we will only be covering even just 7 chakras at that time. So if you see this figure, so it is in the reverse order. So the first is root, but the root is at your base of the spine. So this red. And then we will move towards up. So we will cover one by one. So now, before going into each chakra, like, do we know, like, already what is chakra, or do I explain what is chakra? We know what is chakra, okay? Sapna knows, Jayalakshmi also knows. Okay. Is there anyone who doesn't know? Yeah, energy centers. Okay. So all of us know, maybe just for the recording, so that there might be other people who might not know. I'll just share um, in in a line or two that yes, it's the energy centers in our body where the energy is generated. So these are the 5 main places where the energy is generated. And if there are blockages in a particular energy generation center, the organs around it, will start showing up, not initially, ultimately. So, a disease which you see in your 40s might have been energetically created in your 20s or even before. Because that's how it works. You might initially just energy balance, and then, okay, you are not feeling good. Then, maybe you have gut issues, and then, it keeps on showing up in lesser intensity, and ultimately goes to this final stage where it demands your attention, like a small child to whom you are not listening, and then they're like, no, high time, now you listen to me, because there's an intense pain in the body. Chakra has a different month. Yes, we will not be doing it right now, of course. So there are different ways of healing. So there are different ways of healing, right? So they have mantra. When you see these colors, they are also colors. Some people use colors to heal it. That's why stones also, you can wear clothes also. So Yeah, we are definitely not doing the mantras right now, but there are different ways of healing the chakras, and Reiki is, of course, one of the ways. You can use crystals. There are different ways of uh, doing it, but I don't know through chant, like, I think chanting to heal a particular like, you have to be very consistent with, if you want to heal 7 chakras, do you do 108 times chanting for all the chakras, like 108 per chakra. So it is, I don't know, time can be consuming, but to each their own, if it works with them. So yeah, so these are the energy centers where your energies are given to the, different areas in the body. So we start with the root. So root is at the base of your spine. It's the foundation of you. That's why the name root. I don't remember the Hindi names. We are not doing it, but I think it's Mooladhara. Yeah, it's Mooladhara in Hindi, root. So it's the foundation of your life. So what are the areas of your life that gives you foundation? Money. You need to feel safe. So, a lot of people with anxiety might have there. Of course, there are other chakras. When root is disbalanced, everything is disbalanced. But I'm just, right now, it's just an introduction. So, you pick what you pick. And if you have any questions, you can write definitely. But we're not diving deep into the specific illnesses, just giving you an information. So if you don't feel safe in the life, suppose, um, mm, yeah. So suppose someone goes through something in life, maybe they went through accident and they start feeling unsafe. They are always scared that what will happen. So their safety, their root of being on earth, on planet earth, is little shaken. So the root chakra gets little disbalanced. So at that time, working with, walking on earth, or wearing, red, red energy, even eating red fruits, that helps your um, root chakra. So this energy center manages all the organs that are on your Mooladhara area. What is the Mooladhara area? All your excretory organs and all of those things. So when the root chakra is disbalanced for a longer time, the issues in that area of your body will start showing up. Even your money issues, though it can be, through different reasons, that as I said. But yes, when your root is disbalanced, you will also see money issues in your life. Then, and of course there are deeper philosophies we're not going into, but first is like, your root on earth should be stable, and then we come to, the emotions. What emotions you're feeling? Are you safe with expressing yourself? I did a trauma series last 4 weeks, and there we were speaking about, expressing ourselves, being true to ourselves, people pleasing. So all those, when we are doing people pleasing, when we are not expressing, when we are saying yes, when we mean no, all these are coming from your sacral. Your sacral is disbalanced. Relationship with yourself, relationship with life. How is your pleasure? How do you see sex? If you're very lustful, again, your sacral is disbalanced, because you're seeing life through your sacral. You're seeing everything through your sacral. Like when you are lustful, that's what I'm saying, not generally. So how do you see pleasure in your life? Do you think it is bad? Do you think it is good? Are you only running after pleasure? So it's also, how you see your life. Sometimes, if I'm feeling very unsafe, I think that, I'm walking on eggshells in my life. So I'm seeing life through root, because that's so disbalanced that I can't even come up. I can't see life through other areas that life presents itself as. That's not I said. Okay, I'm saying that, how do you see it? Is seeking pleasure good or bad? That depends on you. How do you see it? How do you want to see it? Nothing is good and bad. Okay, so I will not define that, whether it is good or bad. Anything which is over limit is, bad. if I'm just seeing something, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm if I'm seeing life only through my root chakra, like even I'm not saying you have money problems. If you're seeing life only to earn money, I just want stability. I feel safe if I have 100 crores in my bank account. My even then sacral, I see myself, my self-worth that will come in plexus only through money. So I'm seeing life through one aspect of life. So we get stuck in those chakra instead of seeing life through like, so there are seven aspects, right, of living in this life. It's not just safety, it's how am I expressing myself, you know and then after third is solar plexus. So what is your self-worth? How do you, like, do you think uh, being overpowering makes you confident? Then there is a disbalance. If you think that you are underconfident, if you have low self-esteem, then again you have solar plexus issues. So it governs your confidence. It governs your fire. If you have gut issues, we'll cover physical issues in the next slide. But yeah, if you have a lot of gut issues, your inner fire is disbalanced. Your self-worth, your personal power, all these are governed by solar plexus. And then comes the heart chakra. It governs the love energy of love. Narcissist may have solar plexus imbalance. A lot of us have. Let's not say narcissists are bad people. They are just trauma driven, just like someone who thinks that he or she is a victim and couldn't get out of life. So we all are just traumatized on some level, and there's a mass hate for narcissist, and that will, I don't know, create what. So heart chakra governs our love, how we connect to others, how are our relationships. um, I think it's also the seat of, it can be different for different people, your heart energy is also, I think, is seat for your soul, but it can be different for different people. That's just my perspective, which is beyond the concept of chakra system. And yeah, and again, like I said, that Reiki is a system. This is also a system, right? So we are energy. We have got a form. So to understand different energies that are moving through us, this is a system or a mode of knowledge or a mode of wisdom is created so that we understand ourselves. So if we go on a soul level, we might be a just uh, amalgamation of all the colors. So these are the colors. And just when we take form, it becomes linear. Just my thought. Anyways, so next is the throat chakra, how you express yourself. Are you saying truth? Again, are you saying yes when you want to say yes, or are you saying no? Are you speaking your truth? Again, it is the same thing. Are you saying yes when you want to say yes? Then are you free enough to express yourself? And express yourself is not what I'm speaking. How are you free to dress the way you want to dress? Express the way you want to express. Express is again, uh, doing whatever, like, it's not just saying, like, your actions aligned with who you are, or you are just pretending to be someone to fit in, right? Which is again a trauma response, but yes, it governs your throat. So healing your throat chakra will help you. Of course, then all, even you might have some low self-esteem or low confidence, that's why you can't speak your truth. So your solar plexus is also there. So it's always, there will be a combination a lot of the times. Then third eye, it's your inner intuition, inner self, how clarity, how much clarity you have in your life. And then crown governs your connection with the divine, whether you believe in God or not. It's just connection with a higher source, higher power. Yeah. So any questions before we move forward? Just Okay, so in this slide, we see how chakras govern our physical well-being. We already covered it. There are little bit examples that I shared. Um, your root chakra, like if you have a lot of fatigue, so since it is the lower portion, even in the legs, your eliminatory system, you don't have sense of grounding. That means if you have anxiety and all of those things. So when you have all those symptoms, if you start grounding, you start eating red or wearing red. These are very simple things. If you want, if you're inclined towards chanting, you can chant that beach mantra. There are different ways, there are different ways of coming to the same truth. Next is sacral. It is related to your reproductive organs, your urinary system, lower back. A lot of people with PCOS these days, they will benefit from healing their sacral chakras. See, I see sacral, a lot of PCOS also coming because women are using a lot of their masculine energy to be in this world because it's built like that, and we some are embracing it, but somehow some are just disregarding the feminine side of themselves. So that is why there's a disruption in that energy in the sacral, even the emotions. A lot of time, uh, we are disregarding our emotions. We are disregarding our feminine self. A lot of us are coming like, I can just talk about some females. So a lot of females are also coming from the wound of from the ancestral lineage, that of being burned alive, of sati, of not wanting a women child. Yeah, even still it is practiced, at least in India. I was still seeing some videos, I think, a couple of months back, where it is still practiced. They were burying the women child, born women girl child. They were just burying in some village in India. So it is still practiced. So it is a collective. Energy that a lot of women are carrying of proving themselves to be, I think, more masculine, or proving their rightful place in the world. But somehow some of us think that that is only the way, which I think a lot of us are changing now. Things are changing for the better. Of course, there are different ways where people use medicine or natural ways or eating correct food um, to heal this, which will ultimately also loosen the energy around your that energy that you're holding. Maybe that I have to prove myself. They will become creative. A lot of people they start exercising, maybe they go dancing, so that energy loosens through food or through just embracing your other side. Yeah, going against nature is never good, but I think we have forgotten our nature. That's what I feel. Even, I am remembering each day, I remember myself. There are different parts of me that awaken in different ways. So we are still figuring what is the nature. We are nature, but what is our nature that we have forgotten, that that we have to see. Animals don't need the spiritual information to heal. See, spiritual progress is different. Right now we are just trying to heal our stuff. So after all, nature decided our gender. Yeah, yeah, I think there might be some different reasons. We are also going gender neutral. So I don't know. That is maybe some for other day. We will open that discussion. So solar plexus, then comes the solar plexus, which rules our digestion. It said that attunement process opens the Watson. See, you will learn what is the attunement, how to do the attunement after level 3. In level 1, we will see how the attunement is done. Of course, the cleansing of chakras happen. It's part of the attunement process. But then you have to work on yourself. Who asked this question? See, See, I think trauma, we are coming to the topic of trauma again, but I think, trauma is not coming to blind our consciousness. Consciousness is creating all this. It's the game, it's the play. And a lot of time we are holding that trauma to transmute it. Sometimes even just going through it, through the trauma and not doing anything about it is also a soul's plan. So there's nothing against. Everything is happening for the evolution. Even the blind, if you see something as blindedness, that is also the part of the play. And of course, easier said than done. When we are in that trauma, it feels that the world is against us. But then that's the play. That's something on a soul level we chose to go through. Unresolved trauma also helps. You will you will ultimately realize it, how it helps on the soul level. It's a different concept which is beyond which is not we are going into today, but everything is helping. You might see it in a different way right now, but someone who is choosing it on a soul level might be seeing it in a different level. So let that be an open thing. If you don't conclude it, see, if you don't conclude that trauma doesn't help, then you will not be able to see beyond that point of view. You have concluded it. When you open yourself that what it is, then you will allow something to come through you. We are not going into the topic of trauma. Okay. Hair loss, bad loss, weight gain is related to which chakra? See, we have to understand that why hair loss is happening. So you might have a lot of stress in your life. You might have hormonal imbalance. Your diet is not good. Now, why is all these things not good? So the root cause is what is causing your stress. So if money is causing your stress, okay, just for example, if I am going through, a lot of money problems in my life, so you tell me which chakra it is. So we have to see it that way. It is not black and white. Okay, which I have hair loss, which chakra should I work on? It doesn't work like that. You have to see what is going on in your life, which we'll discuss when we will learn it, right? So if my hair loss, if I have gone through a heartbreak. My heartbreak was so severe that I stopped taking care of myself. I went into alcohol, late night, bingy, maybe, putting myself in places where I don't feel good. So I'm in stress, and then I'm eating bad also. Then I have hair loss. So you decide which chakra you have to work on. We have to see it that way. So next we have, yeah, we have done solar plexus. So how we process. Shiv, we are not talking about trauma in this webinar. I know you are very excited about the topic, but it is gone. Right now, it is about, awaken. This webinar is about awakening the healer within. So we will learn a little bit about the chakra system, do some meditations, and whatever is the course. Yeah, thank you. Can we, Bar? Yes, of course. So we can balance chakra through meditation, all chakras at the same time. When we learn Reiki, there is a quick 15-minute process where we balance each chakra. Of course, you can go deeper for 1 hour, but there are 15-minute practice that we can do daily where we balance all the chakras. And that's how you should do, not just one chakra. In fact, you should balance all the chakras because they all are connected. They're all you. Even if you want to use any other means, you can balance it, like sometimes diet, sometimes chanting, sometimes food, whatever, clothes, uh, stones. You can use. Why are you saying about red fruits and red color? No. Actually, red fruit I saw it because that time we were talking about root chakra. So root chakra. So when you see this figure which is sitting, It has circles and which are of different colors. So the root chakra is associated with colors. So there is a philosophy, there are scientific reasons behind it, which we are not going into. So red vibrates at a frequency which is very sharp. That's why when you see stop, it is written in red. There is red light. It travels very faster. So it is very near to earth. So there is a scientific reason also because of these colors. So, which we are not going into right now. So, root chakra is associated with red. That is why I see red color. So, when you want to work on your emotions, you can eat something orange, orange carrot, or what is orange? Pumpkin, maybe orange pumpkin, those kind of things. When you want to work on your confidence, that's when you can eat or yellow fruit, yellow, like banana. That's why a lot of people wear pukhraj, which is yellow in color. That strengthens your it seems like it's strengthening your work or money, but it strengthens your yellow aura, which is also related to your self-worth. When your self-worth is high, that's when you attract a lot of good things in your life. So green is for heart chakra. Green I'm wearing right now. So that is why. Aura depends. If you want your yellow aura, you wear yellow clothes. You keep it what aura you want. If you want to connect higher to the higher dimensions, you know, you start wearing those kind of clothes. So uh, it is that way. You can eat your fruits that way. I hope I answered your question. So a lot of people who have heart diseases, who have lung issues, so circulation like BP, so they have their they can that is related to the heart chakra. Thyroid issues. So when someone would ask like about weight issues, right? So weight issue can be due to any of these chakras. If someone has thyroid, so you would, for weight issues, you will work on throat chakra. Of course, all the other will also contribute, but I'm highlighting the main chakra. If you have weight issues because of, again, stress due to money, just for example, root chakra. If you have weight gain because of your because you can't express yourself, then your sacral is the main reason. A lot of people who suppress their emotions, they can't express themselves. They sometimes, to suppress their emotions, they have to eat. I've gone through that, and I'm still working on not using food to sometimes slow you down. In fact, a lot of people I know, not a lot of people I know, but a lot of times we also overeat to slow ourselves down because some of us are hyperactive. So there are different reasons for everything. So that's what I'm trying to come to. This is just an introductory information. We can't conclude the root cause just with this information. There's ifs and buts with all of those things. But as a starting point, you can see that where you are resonating within your life, and experiment. Don't believe anything. You experiment. Okay, I see this issue. Maybe it is connected to this chakra. You can even later after the webinar, you can post in the group. The group will be active for till the end of the month. So you can post in that group. I can reply, other people can reply. I will not be teaching any technique in this webinar, but if you have any specific questions, I can answer it. But these are the techniques that I've already shared. You can take a screenshot, and then you can see which chakra is imbalanced. You can in any ways. Someone said chanting. You can use colors. You can use different methods, which I will not be covering right now, but you can stay connected and we will be doing other sessions. Trauma is important for our life. It's led mental progress. And if you don't tackle your trauma, then you always feel sad and guilty about your trauma. See, everything is trauma in life. Trauma is something that, something outside happened and you didn't knew how to process it. right? So this is the unprocessed energy that you are carrying, which through, you know, Reiki, for example, because we are discussing about Reiki, you can start healing, start, loosening its weight in your life, in your body. Okay, you are saying mental progress. Trauma is important for a life. It lead to mental progress, and if you don't tackle your trauma, then you always feel sad. See, trauma is important. Trauma is not important. Whether what happens is, um it's again from which place you are saying. If I am in deep mud, I will not say that trauma is for my progress. But as I start coming up, I see changing in myself, and then I realize that trauma is for my benefit. It has helped me mentally. And lot of people, I emphasize this all the time whenever someone says that trauma is for benefit. Some people might not choose to come out of that trauma. That is the part of their story for that lifetime, and I don't want to dismiss it by, because someone is going through that and they don't see the light. Let's not generalize it. It's for the spiritual growth, mental growth. Of course, everything is to make you evolve. Can you go through pain and just go through pain? This is also very difficult. Like, I'm going through pain, but um, I will not fight for the resolution. I will allow that. A lot of saints might practice that. If you know a lot of about non-duality and all of those things, they allow pain to pass. This pain is not me. This body is not me. That is also a different level of consciousness, right? So they are not trying to grow mentally. They are not trying to become a healer. They are not trying to get some spiritual powers. They know that this doesn't even has any power over me. But that's a different stage, which we are also not right now in, right? The moment we feel pain, we want to get rid of pain. That's a different level of consciousness. Anyways, let's not go into trauma. So next chakra is third eye. So if you have headache, sinuses, sleep issues, eye issues, so this area, so the third area, whatever governs headaches could also be due to your crown. So combination, a lot of time it's combination. So for crown, it could be nervous system, brain, overall vitality. So I have included very general physical issues because I didn't want it to generalize the bigger diseases with keeping them in just one chakra, like heart disease. If I put just, if I put heart blockages or whatever, heart disease in heart chakra, it can be contribution of different chakras, right? So that is why I didn't put the bigger diseases, but all bigger diseases are coming from disbalances in one or more chakras. And when there is a physical disease, it's always more than one chakra, because your heart cannot alone be disbalanced. There has been, some, even if it is just disbalance, the energy. So if energy is going up, so if this is blocked, your throat is also has to suffer. Your this everything has to suffer, right? I'm just giving a very general example. Don't take it as is, but I'm just trying to explain. When one is blocked, it, the overall flow of the energy gets disbalanced. Quick remedy to balance each chakra. Let's see. I will keep it in the mind and we'll come back to it. Right now, there's no quick remedy to balance each chakra. I have already shared. You can just, practice this color therapy for the start, or you can do the chanting. You can look for mantra of each chakra. So a beej mantra of root, beej mantra of sacral, and you can see if that resonates with you. Okay, you can chant. You can do the chanting. I think I already covered my personal story in the starting, that I started in 2011. Reiki was a turning point in 16. So I will skip this one. So, do we have any questions before we go more into about Reiki? Aman, I hope I have answered your question. If not, I would like you to stay connected because right now I won't be able to give any quick remedy for the chakras. There are definitely different ways which, if you stay connected, we'll be doing something on chakras. At 12:30, we'll take a 5-minute bio break. And before that, we'll complete Reiki's for you. What is the order that? Okay. So after this, we'll do a quick meditation and then we'll take a bio break and then we'll resume. The meditation is Awaken the Healer Within You. I think some of you joined a little later. I'll just quickly brief that, this the intention of this webinar was Awaken the Healer Within You. So it's not that, I'm a healer and you are someone who's learning from me. You have been healer, maybe not in this lifetime as of yet, but you have been a healer and you are here to remember it through me. That's it. I'm a medium that you yourself called on to become aware of this information, whether you choose to learn Reiki or not, whether you choose to learn through me or not, whether you choose to do something else. This was called in to awaken a part within yourself that is ready to be acknowledged by you, that yes, healer is not someone special outside. Healer is my body, healer is my soul, and it will use different means to heal itself. It will connect me with people, places, books, events, to awaken something that is already within me. So I'm not separate. I'm just, speaking from a part of your own consciousness to share with you, which you already know, but just pretending not to know. Okay, so we'll do quick meditation. Maybe you will remember something, maybe something will not, but something will shift. Just remember at the end of this meditation or end of this webinar, something has already shifted in you. And when you acknowledge it, it will keep building up. It will keep building up in further days. Yeah, what is the question? How does Reiki symbols heal? Are you going to breathe? Yes. So when we discuss about Reiki level 1 and Reiki level 2, I will share briefly about that. But since you have asked, we'll discuss it. And if you have further questions, you can, post at that time as well. So Reiki is for you if you want to heal yourself and support your loved ones. So when you learn, you can heal your kids, your parents, again, as I said, your business, your money, reality, relationships. You can heal anything because everything is energy. So, and when one person heals, more than 1 lakh person gets affected because you are consciously and unconsciously connected to a web of so many people, so many souls, right? So when you start healing, that energy is, what we say, it travels in waves. So when you heal, you are healing a lot of people, maybe minutely, but they are also getting affected with your positivity, right? When we are around someone who's very positive, very very happy, you feel that kind of energy. It is in someone's presence, but some people are already connected with you, some you might not even have met. So you will start, what we say, you start broadcasting a different energy, your aura changes, so you will attract also those kind of people more. So yeah, your financial independence with minimal investment, you seek time, place, and financial freedom. So some of you might just want to heal yourself. Some, I think they're not in the webinar, they will listen to the recording. Some told me that, they want to do it professionally. So, you can do it as part-time, full-time, you know, Reiki, doing Reiki outside of your family, doing it as a business. Yeah, you want to start a side practice, side hustle. You are a healer or coach already and you want to expand. So, sometimes a lot of people want to repeat because they did it long back and they didn't practice it. So if you're already a Reiki healer, or a healer who practice some other modality, you want to learn Reiki, you can also learn it through me. And if you're a coach and you want to, use energy practices along with your coaching, you can definitely learn Reiki for sure, and it will change your life for sure. So we will do this after the meditation. Let's take, some time to relax, and we have absorbed so much. Let's try to awaken that part which is already a healer. So I would invite you all to take take a comfortable position. I'll just, and if you want to drink some water, it will be a short process, 20 minutes process, where we will, go to a place where we remember ourselves. So just drink some water. If you want to lie down, you are invited to lie down or sit comfortably. You want to put some blanket over you because it's a little cold. Allow yourself to be comfortable as I will take you through a journey within yourself. Allow yourself to take 3 deep breaths in and out, in and out. Last time, in and out. If you're seated, place both feet on the ground. But if you're lying down, feel the support beneath you. You don't have to make any efforts. You don't need to concentrate. Just follow my voice and allow anything to show up. Everything that shows up in the meditation, or few hours or days after the meditation, is for your highest good. Is something that your soul is ready to remember about itself. Also, any expectations you have of this meditation or of the whole webinar, just drop it. When we let go of the expectations, something beautiful can come out of the unknown. And if your mind wanders here and there, just bring your attention back to your breath and my voice. With every inhale and every exhale, you are going deeper and deeper into your subconscious, deeper and deeper into the subconscious to the place where you already know that you are the healer you are looking for. And before we take on to the journey of remembering and awakening that healer self, gently ground yourself by extending the roots down from your soles of feet into the Mother Earth. Imagine roots are coming out from the sole of your feet and going to the center of Earth. Imagine a stone with name with your name written on it at the center of the earth, and just anchor yourself. Let the earth hold you. Let us all now collectively call all our guides, a spirit team, our masters and gurus to hold the space as we remember the part of us, as we awaken the part of us which is already a healer. Let the space be protected, be gentle, and precise for the highest good of all of us. Now bring your awareness to your heart. Bring your awareness to your heart. Beyond your physical heart is your energetic heart. And somewhere in this field is a memory, not stored in mind, but in the soul. A memory of hands that once knew how to heal, of presence that once brought peace, of stillness that once transmitted love. You don't have to force yourself to see anything. You don't need to remember a story. You just need to notice if something in you shifts as you hear these words. Any thoughts, feelings, images that show up. As we walk deep inside our energetic heart, allow your soul to take you to a place where you would be reminded of your memories of being a healer. Whether it's a sensation, feeling, emotion, visual, or nothing, everything is allowed. Allow the memory, the awareness to show up as calm familiarity. No need to rush to see anything. All the resistance coming up for each one of you as you try so hard to remember something, to see something, all the agitation, destroy and uncreate all of that right now. And allow our spirit team to work with us to dissolve these resistances and awaken, even if 0.1%, the part of us that knows, that remembers the life where we have been a healer and chose to remember it at this time. And everything you have decided what being a healer means, and that definition made you shut it down, hide it, or forget it, allow it to drop and soften a bit. And anywhere you are afraid what would happen if you become a healer or your healer capacity is fully awakened, allow it to let go and soften and dissipate. And in any lifetime you misused your healing powers and later decided to shut it down, allow that energy to dissipate and dissolve. Everywhere you doubt your own capacities, everywhere lifetime after lifetimes you have learned to stay small, invisible, quiet, or stay safe instead of being yourself, showing your true self, Is now the time to let go of all this? Is this lifetime different? And everywhere you're waiting for someone to give you the permission to trust yourself, to trust your healing powers, to trust your presence, your knowing. Allow that also to let go of gently and slowly. You are already a healer and you need no permission to be yourself. What if healing is natural like breathing? And everywhere you are telling yourself that I'm not special enough to be a healer, what if healing is just like breathing and so normal that you don't have to hide it anymore? Dear one, remembering doesn't need effort. And everywhere you are trying too hard, please allow gently to soften yourself. Your body will remember before your mind does. You will feel it in your hands, in your bodies, with sensations, feelings. Allow this awakening, this remembering to happen. Now mentally repeat after me. I allow my healer self to awaken within me. I allow this integration to happen. I don't need to name it. I don't need to understand it. My soul, my body already knows. I am a healer. And allow whatever shifts inside of you as I say this. You are safe to be yourself. And let this awareness of being a healer gently enter your body, your heart, your breath. There's nothing that you have to prove right now. There's nothing that you have to do right now. Just immerse in this experience, in this body experience of remembrance. We thank all our guides, spirit teams, guides, gurus, masters who helped us in this process of remembering. And take a deep breath in. And whenever you feel ready, slowly try to open your eyes. You can continue to lie down. We will be taking a 5-minute bio break and we'll be back. Welcome back. Great to know that you guys had some beautiful experiences. Most welcome. Some of you had to leave. It's okay. We will be sharing the recording. Recording was started a little late, and really sorry for that for the people who would be listening to recording, but you will get a lot of it. So I think that's how it was meant to be. So about now, let's come. So, with whatever you saw in your meditation, you don't have to share it here. You can sit with it. If you were not able to see anything or hear anything or experience anything, that is okay. It might show up in days or hours, or it might not show up, but know that something has already shifted. That is a guarantee. And as I said, as we intend that something has shown up, it will start shifting. It will, start to act from your own belief system, faith system. Most welcome, Purnima. And then, so let's see what is the Reiki level 1 and level 2 that I'm offering. I have this vision. So there was a time when I didn't even knew about healing system, energy healing, and you feel so. I had come from a place where I was desperately looking for something because I knew that allopathy was not working. When I learned Reiki at that time, my mother was very unwell. So I was constantly looking for other ways, acupressure, diet. And when I came across Reiki, it was very late. And as I, you know, learned a lot of other modalities, I felt, I should have known it. It's not, I won't use the word commercial, but, we know so much. Um but these kind of things which can actually benefit are very limited or known to very few people. It's not still, out there, which is changing. I think after Corona, all of these things are, spreading like a wildfire, which is great. And that's what my mission became. When I was learning, I never thought I would be, sitting here sharing with other people how they can, awaken the healer within, and I would become part of their journey. I was suffering through a lot of things myself, as I shared in the starting, that physically, emotionally, financially. And I never had this even vision that I could be a healer. That's why in the meditation, sometimes in the meditation I mentioned, because some of you might be going through this belief system where we think that healer is someone special, and someone else could be that special person, not me. So I actually had those beliefs, but later um, later this realizations came that all of us are born with those capacities. It's just some of us choose um, to take on it on the role of healer, and some don't. But healer, they are still their healers. So then it became a vision, at least, if there is a one person in a family who is a healer, they can not only heal the family, as I shared, they are connected consciously and subconsciously to so many people in the past, present, future. They all start shifting because your heart is opening, because your energy is broadcasting a different frequency of love, of unconditional love, which you will also take some time to become. Because when you start practicing, you realize the shifts in your energy. If this meditation was creating the shift enough, you just see, realize how much shift continuous practice, daily practice could bring in your life. So that is my vision. uh, so what are the program features? So I think it is not mentioned here. So this would be a 6 months program, level 1 and level 2. In the first month, we will be doing level 1, where we will have 2 days of theory, 1 day of attunement, and then 21 days of self-healing practice. There will be a WhatsApp group where you will be connected to me and other healers. And having a community of healers people who will understand you on the same level is also, quite supportive in the healing journey. So in the second month, we'll start with Reiki level 2. The same format would be there, 2 days, we can extend it to 2 or 3 days because the level 2 material is little vast than level 1. Then in level 2, we will be doing 2-3 days of theory, attunement, and then 21 days of practice. I will be sharing about what is in level 1 and level 2 right now. I'm just giving you an overview. And then there will be also case studies where so after level 2, so okay, in the case study, will come in the next slide. There will be a Facebook group where you can, post your questions. You can post your success stories. You can post success stories of your like of your patients, um, and any queries. Even when you start practicing, you can guide each other because we all are healers. I'm just a medium. I'm not an authority. I'm not above or below you. Neither you are above or below me. We are just, you know, we say in some when we sit in a circle, we all are one. So that's how I see it, as not an hierarchy. So you all will be contributing. I will be learning from you guys as well. So yeah, live attunements would be there, support for your energy healing sessions. There will be, so yeah, so for 2 months we will be doing the course level 1 in first month, level 2 in the second month, and then for the next 4 months we will be integrating what we have learned. We will not only be practicing, like there will be case studies that you would be part of. We will also touch base on topics that are not taught in normal Reiki workshops, which is like monetization. First is like monetization. What is energy exchange? If some of you might want to take it as a professional, as a profession, understanding energy exchange is very important. Understanding how your energy affects that energy exchange. So we will be discussing about that. We will discussing about marketing. We will not be discussing 3D marketing or 3D social media. We will be seeing it from the energetic perspective, how your presence on social media is your presence, not some algorithm. So we will be touching base on marketing, social media, monetization, and anything that comes up during our discussions, during our workshops. So there will be monthly, you know what we say, monthly get-togethers, monthly community circles that we will be conducting. And if there are any other open topics that anyone else want to suggest, we will be discussing that too. And there will be, of course, for 6 months we will be connected on WhatsApp. Facebook group is for lifetime. So why continuous support matters? So now it's a lot of people. If you see online, it's just when I learned Reiki, it was just one day, like 4-hour class, and then I was on my own. I also shared in the starting that I didn't practice, so I didn't knew what was going on with me when energy was flowing through my hands. So sometimes you need that kind of a support. Otherwise, you get haywire. Sometimes people stop practicing. So after level 2, sometimes you don't know how to, deal with people or do healing. Or if some, a lot of people, you also meet those kind of people who are in denial, like you give energy, you give healing, and they say, I didn't felt anything, because their whole perspective about receiving something is how they felt that something should have changed in one session. Just giving an example. So you will meet those kind of people. So how to deal with them, how to, in fact, for personal level also, it's not always if I have not felt anything that nothing is received. Right? Sometimes that feeling, so it is one of your senses, right? Feeling is one of your senses. Sometimes you don't feel, but something has already shifted. Like a disease came at 40, it was already in your body in your 20s, you didn't felt it. Right? So it was on an energy level. So energy level, even sometimes just reading a book shifts you. speaking to someone shifts you. Even, nowadays there's a trend of reels. Sometimes a lot of people put a lot of good content also. I sometimes, get a lot of perspective from seeing those reels. So you shift. It doesn't has to be a, energy healing session. So what I'm trying to say is that we will learn those nuances, that, it's not always what appears outside, how the energy world works differently. It's not 3D. So yeah, so you become more confident, because right now I can speak all this because I've experienced it. So that's it. There's no other difference. I've just walked a path that you have walked before, and you are just remembering to walk again. So actually, this is what the level one and level two is. So so level one is your entrance into the energy healing world. So sometimes people come from learning other modalities also, but most of the time they are new. So we start from the basic. What is Reiki? What is its origin? We learn about the chakra system. So what I shared was just a glimpse. There will be a little bit more, not very depth, but yes, or the entire chakra system would be in detail. And then two symbols are part of level one. So level one is about touch Reiki. Why it is called touch Reiki? Because see, energy will be flowing through your majorly palm chakras, and you will always have to give Reiki through touch. So you can definitely you can touch yourself, you can give yourself Reiki, and your loved ones. Of course, you don't want to touch strangers and give themselves healing unless they are willing to. But that is the medium how you can give healing. So there are two symbols: power symbol and emotional healing symbol. They're energized symbols. We know, like, there's a swastik, there's Om. They are energized symbols. They have some. They have their own geometry, they have their own power, they heal through symbols. So that's how Reiki is. So a energy system is created, the energy is created through this symbol in your body, in your, and that body could be your energy body, your subtle body, physical body, emotional body, wherever you want to channel it. So when you want to heal some emotional issues, even in the past, like in the past when you want to go, that is in level 2. So in the level 1 we'll learn these two symbols. I can't show you the symbols, but there are two symbols that are majorly for level 1. They are strong enough, if someone starts practicing even level 1, you will start seeing shifts. That is, I'm telling you from my personal experiences. I was seeing a lot of shifts in my life, even with practicing with these two symbols. So we will do the theory. There's a theory. There's about the symbols. We will learn how to draw them, remember them, where all cases where we can use it, all areas of a life, there will be live attunement. Now, what is attunement? See, attunement is again just you remembering Reiki. So, of course, there is a cleansing of the chakras, but that is not the highlight of attunement. Attunement is opening your channel. So there are different channels in your body, which of course palm is there. So, but there are different channels in your body which where the energy will be attuned as in, see, if I want to listen to 96.5 FM, I'll attune myself to that frequency, right? So we will just open your chakras of Reiki, so which is defined by the Reiki system. So those channels would be open. Your all chakras has to be cleansed as part of that process, and that will happen. So that attunement process is itself you remembering your own healer self. And then after that you will have to practice. So the practice is depending upon your time. So someone asked about cleansing all their chakras on a daily basis. So you can do a 15-minute practice, 1 hour practice, or 15 minutes 2 times in a day practice. Like suppose maybe you cleanse 2 chakras in the morning and 3 in the night, because sometimes there are time constraints. In the level 2, you start to heal through distance. now that distance can be time space also, like you can heal your past, you can heal your future, you can heal someone who's sitting in a different city, in a different country. Why? Because on a quantum level, on an energy level, these are just doesn't matter, like time, space, these are just constructs. So when you see these, one thing that I want to share it right now, though they are part of the course, is that see these symbols are just representations of how we are channeling the energy, how we want the energy to move, right? So otherwise, you can all the energy is present irrespective of time, present, future. Everything is happening right now. Okay, so you will just learn a symbol through which you will channel the energy in that way, right? So there is, of course, there are other symbols also we will learn in level 2, small symbols like how to cut cords and all of those things, but that is not the highlight. So highlight is you will learn how to send the healing energy without someone being in your physical space. So it can be your past, it's someone else's past, like your client's past, if you are doing it for someone else, right? So again, so it will have again 21 days practice after the attunement, and 2 case studies that I want to highlight that I think nobody else does, but I think it will be good to have case studies in which you will heal, you will practice it on someone. So you have to practice to feel confident, right? It has to become your second nature. So we will do 2 case studies, like you can choose it from your family or your friends, or you can choose within the group that we have. We will work on any one issue and then we will present that, this is how we work, this was the thought process, these are the results, right? So all those things will help build your practice. We all will learn from each other, and there will be certifications also, so you will receive certifications after that. So complementary, I've already shared, like, we will be discussing about energy exchange, we'll be discussing about, marketing, sales, all from a energy perspective, not the worldly perspective. You can do a marketing course, but that is not, I will not be doing a marketing course, but, helping you be yourself even when you're marketing, right? We think that we will hit the algorithm. A lot of people are doing it, but that is not what I am presenting it as part of this course. We will be doing the, yes, authenticity matters. See, even when people are using algorithm, it's not they're becoming dishonest or but we think that that is what sells. Of course, that sells, but then you have to choose what works for you. So that's what I'm not saying that which is right. I'm just saying as part of that course, I'm just touching that. Like on a basic level, I will later be introducing the full 5D marketing course, which I'm still working on. But as part of this, I will be sharing it, like from an energy perspective, how you can, be in the world, which is true to yourself. Even seeing sales now, a lot of people cringe, like why healers are charging, why are they salesy. So we have to, we will come to understand that it is serving. So if I will not put myself out there, how will I serve people? So I learned Reiki when I saw a Facebook event, right? So if my teacher through which I learned, I remembered, had not put it out there, I would have not learned it, right? So it is a service, putting yourself out there, marketing yourself, even charging for your money is how you serve people. So if I just give, I don't receive, I create disbalance in the system, which is also we are not promoting. So that's what we learn the nuances of it, right? We are continuously exchanging energy. It should be give and receive, and not just give or not just receive, right? So there are a lot of things, just different way of looking at life. So these are the scheduled dates, live attunement dates. We will discuss depending on everyone's availability. And does anyone of you have any questions? All right. So we will be closing this, I think, quickly than we expected. Yeah, this- so yeah, so this is part of our like how to structure your one-on-one healing sessions. Time we will again discuss depending on everyone's availability. It will be on weekends, so that everyone's time is like available, and recordings will also be there for 6 months. Like you can access the recordings. So yeah, you will just learn all these all these things from the professional perspective. Like if you take it professionally, you can create packages for your clients. Like because sometimes one healing sessions, can be in fact. People feel that okay, nothing has changed. I will not try it more. So when you try to give it in a package, they understand, and you explain it, so they understand that it's a journey, and what they can expect in few days. So all these, from the professional perspective will be covered, understand how to attract and select clients. So again, we will be working on our energy. Whoever we are meant to serve will come into our life. Um, we're not trying marketing for a lot of time market there are a lot of lies in marketing as well. So we will be so we are karmically already tied to our clients. Okay, we are karmically tied to serve certain people, so we will just serve those people. So we will work on our energy so that those people find it easy to come to us, right? So so it's not meant to be marketing masses. No, it's not like that. Some people are meant to work for masses. There are a lot of people who are working for masses. Why not? Build confidence in delivering transformative sessions, navigate challenges when clients. This is what I shared. So, a lot of time people don't feel it, they don't see changes, and so they're doubtful, or they might also sometimes can get angry and all of those things. So how to deal with those situations, we will all work with all of those nitty-gritties. And whatever else shows up, this is all I felt will help you in growing your practice, because sometimes even small things makes you halt for sometimes, thinking that how to move forward. um, how do I deal with situations? Sometimes you go into freeze because of a lot of things happen when you do it professionally. So when you have a continuous support, even if it is just for 6 months, you get a hold. It just takes 21 days to build a habit. But when you are doing something and you are supported in that thing for 6 months, so it really helps. So that is what you can grow your habit. Just a moment, okay? Yes, sorry about that. There was someone at the door. So yeah, I just want to change the slide. So yeah, so we discussed about what is attunement. So attunement opens your energy channels to Reiki, and after attunement, you become a living channel of Reiki. There's a saying that says that even if you learn Reiki and you don't practice it, you are a healing energy in this world, because it's always flowing through you. And when you do it consciously, of course, the benefits multiplies. But you're already a healing energy in this world, and the Reiki is subtly cleansing your system. So we will have two attunements of level 1 and level 2 during the course. I shared my examples. I felt like after my first level attunements, in fact, I need to share this. After my first level of attunement, I felt vibrations in my crown and palms, but for second, I didn't felt. So, that's what we have to understand. These are just an examples. Some people will feel and some people will don't feel anything. Okay. For my second, third, fourth, I didn't felt anything. It was just calmness. So some people will feel, because sometimes the change is too much. For some people it is subtle and it grows over time, right? So we'll move to next. If you have any questions, keep posting it. So yeah, so this is the investment for 6 months. You will get one-on-one support. We will be meeting monthly. After 2 months, like for the first month, we will be meeting 2 days for theory, 1 day for attunement, and then we'll be connected through WhatsApp and Facebook group. And then for the second month, we will again be meeting for level 2 theory and attunement, and then there will be 21 days of practice, case studies, and then we'll meet monthly. And even before that, like between that, if there are any moments where you feel that you need guidance, it is always available through group, WhatsApp group and Facebook group. And recordings and course materials will be available. See, even if it even if this amount feels heavy, that's okay. Right now you have to see what goes on inside of you when you see that amount. And even if it feels light and expansive, notice that too. You have to notice that, the whole webinar that you saw, what shifts in you? What are you noticing? Are you feeling inclined to learn, or you are feeling that you want to take your own time? And when you see the amount, sometimes a lot of time we go into our own uh, questions about the course, and allow the questions to come. If it feels light, if you feel that it's a steal deal, because it is. Otherwise it is the price people charge for just 2 days. And if you feel it's light and expansive and you would like to work uh, towards that lightness and want to register, you can contact me after the webinar. And if it feels heavy, that this is not something that I want to choose right now, that's okay too. Maybe you will learn the concepts here, maybe you want to do it with someone else, that's okay too. You have to follow your own knowing. This is my invitation. My webinar is my invitation to walk this path, but it is not your obligation to learn with me. So you have to follow your own knowing, and your knowing will keep on showing up in your life. You just have to drop the resistance for it to show up. Yeah. Thank you, Shiv, for receiving the depth. So don't sign off, because we have Reiki healing at the end. I kept it at the end so that people stay till the end. So some of, like I shared initially, some people learn Reiki, but then they don't practice it. There's a long gap and they want to do it with someone else. So yes, reattunement is not a problem. I myself has done that, and not because I forgot it, because they were packaging it like this. Since I did a 2 courses, Reiki 1 and 2, and I learned it, so I had to repeat one level. So reattunement is not a problem. You can do it. It just cleanses your system and attunes your energy is already attuned, so it doesn't hamper that. So doing other courses, is it possible? So see, a lot of time we combine it with other courses. Like I said, if we are into coaching, you can use energy healing techniques, because it's not just symbols, right? You will start, uh, you know, operating in a different way. You will start seeing things different in a different way. It's not all 3D. It's not what you see is how it works. Your subconscious will start coming up. So you can practice it with, yeah, coaching or any other tarot. If you're a tarot reader, if you are Ho'oponopono healer, anything like, other words are not coming in my mind right now, but yes, you can combine it with anything and you can do it alone also. It is equally powerful, right? So combining it with other healing modalities, yes, like, Ho'oponopono is a modality. There are other, even I am, uh, like I have learned other modalities as well. So I combine. Uh, yeah, so even if you want to learn just one level, you can contact me, but then it will not be a 6 month course. It will, you can be part of just 1 month and, or just the second month. But if you are part of both the levels, the offer is for those people. So you will be part of my group for 6 months. No problem, Jayalakshmi. You can leave. Post stroke effects. It can definitely heal. It will work. Reiki will work for, you know, it is a kind of a PTSD in your body. So when you have those things show up in your life, Reiki can definitely help heal it over time. There is numbness in my right palm. Yeah, so it will see Reiki works for your highest good. So wherever it is needed, so when you start channeling that energy, it will start flowing to that area where it is needed the most. So suppose right now I think that my heart is blocked, right? Just giving an example, and I think, and I will put my hands here, but I will realize that I'm pushed towards moving my hand in some other direction. Maybe when you have learned level one, in level two it's different. So maybe you will start putting hands on your heart, on your stomach. So at that time maybe you have low self-worth, and that is affecting your heart as well. So you just follow your guidance wherever energy is flowing. Someone has asked me, I think in the group, in this chat, energy flows through hand. So yes, when we learn Reiki level one, that is our primary source. Through hands, it will be coming, and later through, like in level second, in level two, you will also be channeling through your third eye. You can also just chant that symbol's name, and that will also work. So it's like so you will start building on it. So why we practice through hands? Because we are remembering it for the first time, and then it becomes a habit, right? Like there are so many things. Like if you learn driving, in the start you are like you have to um, uh, hold the clutches, do this, do that, see here, see that. It's overwhelming, and then it becomes your second nature. You can do anything. You can talk on phone, you can eat something and drive. So it becomes your nature. So that's what, when you start with hands and then through third eye, then you just chant, and then you can even visualize the symbol, or you just visualize energy flowing. So you will keep on building upon what you have learned. See, quality of meditation. See, then again, it's not a black and white answer. Why is your quality of meditation poor? Of course. So, for that reason, yes, you will need. So, you are getting over thoughts, like excess thoughts, or you can't sit in your posture, or you have expectations of your meditation. You will have to work. Why do you think your quality of meditation is not good? So, it is not black and white. It is a process that you will have to go through yourself. You will have to sit with yourself. Why my meditation is not good? What is the reason? For me, might be something else. For you, might be something else. I might sleep during the meditation, and I concluded that I am not able to meditate. I have thoughts during the meditation, so I conclude that I am not able to meditate. Right? Which is not true. Both of them are not true. We are just concluding our life. So, if there are final questions, I would love to answer before we move into the meditation. Oh, sorry, healing. Yeah. Sometimes we are looking for a change, but something in us stops us. Sometimes it is doubt, sometimes it's money, and sometimes we think we can't trust. We have been so distrusted in life, we can't trust this person. Maybe we can't trust this modality. I don't trust that this will heal that there's so many problems I have in life. So these will happen. This will be normal. If this happens with you, if you're attending a webinar, for learning a modality for the first time, and allow it to come and allow it to move through you to a conclusion, right? You might learn it, you might not learn it, and you might take this knowledge somewhere else and move ahead in life. So, but know that you are here because it was your calling. Okay, you have stayed till the end. So there was a calling, there was a shift that you only asked for on a soul level. What I'm not sure what is contamination OCD. See, you have to understand. It takes time. If you give something time, everything can be reversed. But sometimes something is in your life because of some reason, and it's a journey. So when you put up so many things, Shiv, you see that you have put up so many conditions on Reiki already. Can you do this? Can you do this? Can Reiki this? Can Reiki help me with meditation? You allow it to shift, whatever it can shift. And then you see, where you are, where you want to go. And sometimes there might be just one thing that's blocking all the other things. I'm just giving you an example because I don't know the exact thing. So that is how it works. Yes, you cannot control the flow. And when you try to control, it will stop because it doesn't know. The there is a water pipe. It will follow the pipe, but is like, no, there is a different way. So you will cut a hole, you will divert it, you will do random things. So the flow is diverted. The flow was meant to be like this, but now you have cut many holes in it. Meditation, come here. OCD, come here. you know Post traumatic, come here. Yeah, so allow it. Of course there are so many things, so it'll take so many times, and your expectations are not wrong. I don't want to tell you that it's very normal to feel that way, because when we go through so much in our life, you know we have those expectations which are very human, and I don't want to invalidate it. They're absolutely normal and validated, but we need to learn slowly. You can hold both the things, that yes, I have gone through so much and I'm looking for a quick resolution, but on one level I will also allow the thing to move through me in its own pace, so it will be little quicker, right? Thank you for your questions, Shiv. That when one, so again, reiterating the same thing. See, I am right now speaking, but we all are contributing to this webinar, we all are co-creating. So like, maybe Shiv is asking more questions, but it is from all of us. He's contributing to this webinar. So sometimes, we think, we are not aware of our own questions, and there is one person who is very expressive, who will ask those questions for the whole group. So it's like, we are in this together, and sometimes I'm speaking from someone's, you might have subconscious question that I might answer because you are present in this webinar live, and the questions are present, and the answers are also coming. So if we go to that level, um, we realize that there is no speaker and there is no receiver. We are all one, exchanging energies, creating some energy on this earth for everyone's benefit. So it is that deep actually. But yeah, so before we move into group healing, if we have any questions, if not, then just have some water, which I will before starting. It will be again 20 minutes healing. And if you have any specific question, a specific area where a specific area or whatever illness or issue, you can, I will be guiding you through the process. You can just mention that issue so that, that would be catered to. It will not be very, full healing session, but of course it will shift something in your whatever life situation, etc. So I will just put off the video. We'll start in just 2 minutes. Okay. See, water is different. See, first reason is I'm speaking so much, I need to drink water. And second is I am so I actually, in my real life, I drink a lot of water. My water intake is very high from a normal person. I don't need to be told that I need to drink water. And yes, hydration helps. And yeah, it helps you also, when a lot of energies move, sometimes it can create dehydration. So for the participants, that's why I say that you can drink water. So it will keep you hydrated and helps the energy to move. That is it. So I have a lot of reasons. I've been speaking since 2 hours. Yeah, it helps in flow of energy. So just if you want to have water, there's no force. But after you can drink, like after the healing session, you can drink. So we will be starting with our foot healing now. I would invite all of you to sit comfortably or lie down on your bed or sofa or whatever, comfortably warm and cozy. And again, to ground yourself, start with 3 deep breaths. Gently say in your mind, I now open myself to receive the Reiki energy. I now open myself to receive Reiki energy for my highest good. For you can mention any of the issue, events, area, anything that you would like to heal through this Reiki transmission. I also invite all our guides, masters, spiritual teachers, Reiki guides to hold space, to guide as we heal our issue for the highest good. This Reiki energy travel to the root cause of the issue we are observing in our life. Reiki will flow without force, without expectation, gently to where it is needed the most. You may feel warmth, softness, or nothing at all. Allow all experiences. Any expectations you have of me, of this healing session, of Reiki, of yourself, or anything that I have not mentioned, just let it go. Simply receive as I now start channeling the Reiki energy for this group for the highest good of whatever they have requested for. Keep trusting whatever you feel, experience as energy of Reiki is flowing through you. Keep allowing this energy to gently heal your energy body that is causing the disbalance in your energy, which is creating the issue that you have requested for healing. This Reiki energy is bubbling around all whole your body. Imagine white light circling you around and balancing your whole energy body. You are in a cocoon of Reiki energy, like a small child. Allow this Reiki energy to harmonize your entire nervous system and let your body learn it's safe, it's safe and whole again. Let love feel ordinary, not overwhelming. Everywhere there is a little resistance, there is a little doubt. Allow this Reiki energy to dissipate it and soften you into receiving the healing. The more you trust, the more easily it flows. And even if a little resistance stays, doubt stays, just notice it. Know that Reiki energy is already working for your highest good. And even when you step out of this session, it continues to work on your subtle bodies. And even if 1% you are a changed person now, something has already shifted, awakened in you that will lead you forward to helping you feel whole and loved again in your life. Gently thank all your masters, gurus for helping in this session to heal for our highest good as I channel the Reiki energy. And gently allow yourself become present to your body. Move your fingers, toes, and whenever you are ready, you can come back to here and now, or you can continue to be in that energy as we come to an end to this webinar. If there are any final words, you can write in the chat or not write anything. Everything is okay. You don't have to name your experiences. You don't have to know what you received or not received. Your body, your system know. And sometimes you don't even have to, sense anything, feel anything, but know that healing is beyond what our senses can sometimes perceive. Later in the day, you might have some clarity show up. You might have a lighter mood. You have a better sleep, emotional release. Everything or nothing is fine. Let's, just come out of defining our experiences. Those of you who had transformative experiences, know that, it's because you already were channeling Reiki as well. And if this was transformative, when you learn, it gives you more consistent transformations. And whatever you experienced, because right now was not just because of me, it was of because of your own consciousness. So before I close this session, I would like to thank all of you, to be part of this webinar and making it what it is. um, I hope I was able to answer your questions, help awaken the healer within you, and do some knowledge sharing here. I'm really grateful that you all had good experiences. We will be closing our sessions, and if you have anything to share, any questions, you can post it in the group. Group will be opened till the end of the month, and if you feel inclined to walk this path of becoming a Reiki channel, then you can get in touch with me and you can enroll for the Reiki course that is starting on 3rd of Jan. And it is also for all of those who would be listening to the recording. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If you have any thing you cannot post it in the group, you can reach out on the personal level as well. I would be happy to guide you. And okay, that's it from my end. Thank you so much, all of you, for being part of this. Yes, and how does it get even better than this? How does it get even better than this? If you want, you can also be part of my main group. I conduct weekly healing sessions. Um, you can, take it from there as well. They are 1 hour sessions. They are called the Healing Hour. And yeah, there are many other courses that I will be launching in the coming year. And you can be part of this one or the other ones. Take it where your soul guides you. So, thank you, everyone. I'm closing the session now. Recordings will be shared by evening or tomorrow morning, or afternoon. Like by tomorrow, you will be having the recordings. If you want to repeat the exercises, like the meditation, if you want to just go through the concepts, the recordings will be also available till I think a week or the end of the month. I will see. So you can, go through it again, or uh, just the meditation multiple times, whatever feels like to you. Again, thank you so much. I will be signing off. There's one comment I will quickly go through. So you can, I was talking about the meditation. The recording of Reiki session will also work, but it will be just a relaxation because I will not be channeling any energy there. You can just, just relax and feel that, you are surrounded by the energy of Reiki. That's what you can do. That's not live Reiki, yes. But it will be, you can go through the sessions and see what shows up for you because you guys were already part of the live session. Because right now what I have channeled is though even people who will be part of like who will be listening to the recording, they will feel it, because they will receive the energy, because the energy is channeled to everyone who will be listening to even the recording, so the energy will be there. Yeah. Thank you for your questions. Hope to see you again soon. Some other day, some other time, some other webinar or in person. You'd never know. I will stop the recording.